Everybody really understands that the airport is a necessity for the region, for the travel. It's just, again, trying to meet the needs of the community. Aircraft do make noise. We know the airport is located within a residential area, and those noise levels can change over time with more aircraft or different types of aircraft that make noise. And most large airports have a sound mitigation program such as ours, and it's the right thing to do.
My job is to provide information to the public when they have complaints, inquiries to the airport about aircraft. Our flight tracking system here in our office gives us all sorts of data on aircraft.
There's mitigation, and that's how we really try to resolve the problem on the ground with the noise. And then we've got noise abatement, which is dealing with the source of the noise itself, which is the aircraft. We sound insulate single-family homes, schools, condominiums, places where people live. We sound insulated over 9,400 single-family homes around the area, and that's providing new windows and doors to try and mitigate the sound levels caused by aircraft within the house itself.
We test any habitable room in the house. We are looking for the noise reduction, so we have to measure outside at the facade, and then we measure inside at the closest habitable area.
Window is 15.
We provide that data to the FAA, and they then determine if the house is eligible for the sound insulation.
Yeah, that's the noise. Yeah. Hopefully they can replace my windows if that is the problem, so that would be help a lot to me.
We do sound audit every home to make sure that it meets the FAA eligibility. If they have further questions on that, we do encourage them to contact the noise programs office for further clarification on that.
We have a very extensive sound insulation program for schools around the airport also.
Most of our schools are in the vicinity of Sea-Tac Airport. We're on all four sides of the airport. The communication line has always been open in that we know we can work together with the port on our projects, but we also know the port will stand with us when we have a concern.
So noise abatement, we work with the airlines and the FAA to understand where those aircraft are flying in the sky and the type of airplanes that are flying in the sky. We try to keep the aircraft within a noise abatement corridor going in and out of the airport, and that's really up to the FAA to direct them where to be. So we have about a 97% compliance rate on noise abatement corridors. So very successful with that program. We have a system of 24 permanent noise monitors that are established throughout the entire region, about 20 miles north and 10-15 miles south of the airport.
So by looking at the flight tracks, we're able to determine where every aircraft in the sky has been. This helps us respond to citizen inquiries. We do share the information on a regular basis with the FAA. They'll review the information that we report out to them.
Aircraft are manufactured and they have to meet certain noise levels when they're manufactured. And all aircraft within the United States that operate here are operating within those limits that are set by the FAA. We have a great relationship with the Boeing company, and we work with them on a number of projects for sound testing around the airport, and also just keeping up on the technology helps us with actually communicating with the community on what's coming in the future.
Boeing and Sea-Tac have been working together for many years. We collaborate on how to fly the airplane in to the airport, ways to fly into the airport more quietly.
Recently, Boeing and Sea-Tac have worked together on a project where we put microphones on Sea-Tac property and we measured noise of departure airplanes. We're using that data to work on reducing noise during departure with different kinds of procedures.
The result of that collaboration is airplanes that are quieter in the real world and influences the design of the next airplanes.
Anytime an aircraft has an engine problem or a technical problem, typically they have to do what we call an engine check on it. And they have to bring the power levels up to a higher setting just on the ground to test that engine, make sure it's good.
We monitor engine runs on the airport
If they want to go above idle to full power or high power, there's designated spots on the airport with the aircraft facing away from the airport so the jet blast comes back towards the airport.
We do have a direct hotline to the airport noise office. Our staff answer that during the daytime hours. They can leave a message after hours. We research that information and then we give the person a call back and explain what happened in that circumstance. It's being responsible to the community. It's being a good neighbor to the community. It's providing as many resources as we can to the community to understand how this airport is operating and what we're doing to try and reduce those noise levels over time.
Our work with the noise and environmental programs will never stop. As this region continues to grow, the expectation is that the airport will also continue to grow. We're all aware of the economic benefits and the economic impact that the airport has on the region as it grows. But we're also aware of the impacts that it has on the neighboring communities. We're therefore committed to continue to engage and work with the local cities to ensure that we become great partners.